T-Mobile Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Noles ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella in defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying him, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for loss.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go right back to him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Manning from the gun on third down. Gets it out quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Makes the catch. It's Becker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Snags it, and he's open. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under fire. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. Touchdown Seminoles! Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the day.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Arch is going to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, Manning. It's complete to the left. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the door. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Red pass hits complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The give to the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Slings it downfield. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Could be an alley. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Snap coming before halftime. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the UConn Huskies in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's Connecticut, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Under fire. And they got it.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense. But coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch. But advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Manning. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Behind the chains now on second and long. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left. There's some room. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You've got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Manning. Bringing the heat. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Caught. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's Smothers. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense in press coverage. On the run, it's Smothers. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Manning. On target. A lot of room to the right. Goes out of bounds. falls just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he had...
They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Discards him with the stiff arm. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He caught that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
The option, the keeper. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Maybe a double pass. Rushes on him. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Seminoles back in the lead.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Arch Madness. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires downfield. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. These guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Now here's Manning. Here comes the heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Caught, and he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Defense might bring the house here. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock. Man, that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this 1st down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
4th down, Manning. Looking down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese.